Pro-democracy protests resume in Bangkok with 4 protest leaders jailed after being refused bail. The 4 faced charges of lèse-majesté and sedition under Article 112 and 116 of the Criminal Code. The Deputy Chief of the Metropolitan Police Bureau, Piya Tawichai, on Wednesday made it clear that the political rally called for the Skywalk in Pathumwan was illegal under the COVID-19 emergency decree. Pro-democracy protests have begun again in Bangkok as the Metropolitan Police Bureau deployed over 1,000 officers to preserve public safety in the Pathumwan area of the city. It follows the jailing of 4 key protest leaders by the criminal court on Tuesday after they were refused bail because of both the seriousness of the charges they were facing and the strong likelihood they would re-offend. 4 protest leaders were jailed on Tuesday after the criminal court refused them bail when they appeared on lèse-majesté and sedition charges. On Wednesday, Police Major General Piya Tawichai, the Deputy Chief of the Metropolitan Police Bureau, announced plans to deploy 1,000 officers at the planned political rally in Pathumwan. Pro-democracy, student-led protests were back on the streets of Thailand on Wednesday following the jailing of 4 key leaders of the Ratsidan movement by the criminal court on Tuesday. The activists appeared before the court on Article 112 for lèse-majesté and sedition charges under Article 116. They pleaded not guilty. The 15th of March set for the hearing of evidence in the trial of the 4 pro-democracy protest leaders by the court. A date was sent the 15th of March for an evidentiary hearing as a trial on the charges proceeds through the legal process. However, when the defendants broached the subject of collateral for bail and release pending a court determination of the charges against them, they were told that it would not be possible. The 4 accused were Pathumwan Chiwarak, Anon Nampa, Somayas Pruksakusemzuk and Pathumwan Bangsarayam. Mr. Parrott, who is also known as Penguin to protest followers, was also charged in connection with protests on the Ratchadam known road in mid-November last year. Matters before the court could see heavy sentences imposed on the accused and made them a flight risk. The court told the defendants in the case that the matters before the court were weighty and if found guilty, they face serious consequences including long terms in prison. Thus they were a flight risk. In addition, the court was fully satisfied given the history of the defendants since last year, that they were likely to commit the same offences again. Over 1,000 police officers to be deployed on Wednesday, Police Major General Piya Tawichai, the Deputy Chief of the Metropolitan Police Bureau, briefed the media on preparations by his officers for a protest expected at the Skywalk in Bangkok in Pathumwan. He said over 1,000 police officers would take part in an operation designed to preserve public safety. He also made it clear that the proposed rally is illegal under the emergency decree in force because of the COVID-19 pandemic. 3 of the companies will deal with crowd control, while the other 4 will come from Metropolitan Police Divisions 5 and 6, Police Major General Piya told reporters. The main mission of the officers is to ensure public safety and prevent the situation from escalating. Initially, only 1 or 2 companies of crowd control police will be deployed, while additional companies will stand ready in case the situation escalates.